Dear soul, today the angels asked me to speak directly to your heart. They showed me images, feelings, and signs from the spiritual field that reveal something very special. There is a strong energy surrounding you and someone who, even in silence, still holds such an intense love that echoes in the invisible plane. And what this person feels for you will indeed leave you speechless. Not just because it's beautiful, but because it's profound, unexpected, and above all, true. For many days and nights, you've wondered what truly existed in this person's heart. There were glances, gestures, distances, and silences that left doubts. At times, you found yourself trying to forget, move forward, ignore what you felt. But the truth is that your heart always knew there was something that needed to be revealed, and that revelation begins now. This person observes you in silence. Even if you think they don't, even if everything seems cold, inside them there is immense turmoil. The angels show me a heart that beats strongly every time your name is mentioned. A heart that regrets not having done more, not having said what was needed, and having let pride or fear speak louder than love. There is a story that can help you better understand this emotion. Imagine a woman who spent years feeling she wasn't a priority for the man she loved. He always said he loved her, but his actions contradicted his words. One day, this woman decided to distance herself, not out of lack of love, but out of excess. She needed to protect herself. Months passed, and during that time, he began to realize that her silence hurt more than any argument. He realized that the empty space she left was irreplaceable. When he tried to return, she was no longer the same. She had learned to love herself, but still, something inside her trembled. Every time she saw him, that is you and that is also him. The angels are saying that what this person feels for you hasn't disappeared. It has intensified. It grew hidden, like a seed that germinates in the dark until it finally breaks through the earth. But this person is afraid. Afraid that you've changed. Afraid that it's too late. Afraid that love won't find space to bloom again. At this very moment, as you read these words, this person thinks of you. The angels say that if you concentrate for a few moments, you'll be able to feel their presence. It's like a gentle breeze that touches the skin, a shiver that comes from nowhere, a recurring dream. This is not an illusion. It's connection. It's energy. It's unresolved love. Before continuing the message, write this mantra in the comments. I am worthy of true love, and I am guided by the light of the angels. This opens the way for the energy of the angels to surround you and bring clarity to what you're feeling. Now, continuing the message. What this person feels for you is a mixture of longing, guilt, affection, and desire. It's as if she carries inside her a world built with memories of you. Every laugh, every hug, every gesture of yours still lives within her as if it happened yesterday. And no matter how hard she tries to ignore it, every step she takes leads her back to you. The angels show me that you still think a lot about this person, not because you depend on them to be happy, but because your heart felt something true, and what is true does not fade with time, it transforms. You've learned to strengthen yourself, learned to take better care of yourself, but at certain moments, you still wonder, does he miss me? The answer is yes, and much more than you imagine. There were actions that hurt you, unsaid words, moments when you expected him to be by your side, and he wasn't. All of this left marks. But now, the angels show me an energy of healing. They say that this love can transform, not to bind you to the past, but to free you from the pain it caused. True forgiveness isn't about accepting everything anew. It's about looking at what happened and saying, I learned, and I deserve more. You have been strong, much stronger than you imagine, even on the days you felt alone, even in the moments when you thought about giving up on everything. And that strength, that light you carry, is exactly what made that person wake up. He realized somehow that you changed. and that change affected him. It touched something that was asleep, and now he wonders, do I still have a chance? The angels are telling you that this person will approach you, and when that happens, you need to be ready. Not ready to relive everything as it was, but ready to choose what's good for you. Ready to be heard, ready to receive an explanation, perhaps even an apology. Ready to look into his eyes and feel what your heart has to say. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening. This person is going through an internal transformation process. He's facing his own demons. He's reviewing attitudes, re-evaluating what really matters. And you are at the center of it all. The angels tell me that, even if it takes a little longer, a very important conversation will happen between you two. A conversation that can bring answers that your heart has needed to hear for a long time. Prepare yourself. True love always finds a way to touch those who need it, and that connection between you two still has something to fulfill. Not necessarily a new beginning, but a dignified, true, and learning-filled ending. What comes next can heal old wounds and make room for something much bigger. You've come this far because your heart felt the call of this message. Nothing is by chance. This message found you because there's something that needs to be understood, and the angels want you to know. You are not alone. They are by your side, taking care of every detail, preparing each moment for everything to happen as it should. Your heart is about to receive a truth that will surprise you, but you must be open, at peace, and connected to your own light. Because it's that light that will guide you to what truly deserves to be lived. Dear soul, the angels continue whispering messages in your heart, and now their presence becomes even clearer. You may feel a slight pressure in your chest, a warmth on your shoulders, a shiver that seems to come not from the wind. That's a sign that the energy is moving, that you are being touched by the invisible force that connects souls. And at this moment, there's something urgent you need to know. That person is suffering. Yes, the same one who once seemed indifferent. What she feels now is so intense, so confusing, that she can barely handle her own truth. During the silence between you two, many things happened within her. Perhaps you think she moved on, that she simply erased you. But the angels show that this person carries your absence as if it were a backpack full of stones. And with each step she tries to take, she stumbles on memories. Her pain is not noisy. It's silent, hidden behind a forced smile, behind an apparently normal life. But the truth is that deep down she screams. This person misses your voice, the way you used to call her by her name, the details that only you noticed. She tried to find in other presences what she only found in you, but she failed because there are feelings that don't repeat, don't replace, don't fake. And what this person feels for you has become now something bigger than she expected, bigger than she can admit to herself. The angels show me a scene, her lying silently at night, looking at the ceiling, outwardly, still, inwardly, devastated, thinking about the times she could have hugged you and didn't hug you, the sharp answers she gave, the pride that spoke louder, and how much she wishes she could go back in time just to do it differently. Can you feel it? Because this pain, even though it's hers, also reflects on you. There's a connection that hasn't been broken. It's just been dormant. Now, before we continue this message, write in the comments. 222. I accept the time of the angels and trust in the process of love. This is the number that the angels have chosen for you to claim today. By writing, you will be opening doors to reconnect with your own peace and allowing this energy to enter your life with more lightness. And if this message is truly touching you, the angels kindly ask, if possible, offer a gesture of gratitude through the Worth It button. This exchange energy helps us continue to bring words of light to hearts like yours. May we keep this current of love alive. Dear soul, this person feels a mix of pain and hope. She remembers the days when you smiled without asking for anything in return. She relives the scenes where you cared for her, even when you didn't receive the same care in return. And now she wonders, why didn't I see this before? The angels say that there are moments when love reveals itself too late. But in this case, there's still something beating. There's still something that can be healed. There was a phase when you cried alone, in silence, looking at old messages or trying to understand where everything went wrong. This phase, although it hurt, transformed you. It taught you to put yourself first. And this version of you, stronger, more aware, is precisely what now impacts this person's heart. He realizes that he's wasted too much time, that he let moments pass, that he would now give anything to live again by your side. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening. This person has begun to change, but not a change in appearance or routine. It's an internal change, provoked by something that only true love is capable of causing. The distance made her see herself in the mirror in a way she had never seen before. The flaws became exposed. The absences became glaring. And the fear of losing you forever became too real to continue ignoring. The angels say that this transformation is only beginning. This person will feel compelled to communicate. She will seek ways to get closer, even if timidly. It could be through a message, a silly question, any apology. But behind the simple gesture will be the enormous desire to have you near. And you will feel it. You will notice in the eyes, in the tone of voice, in the long pauses. Because those who truly love, even if they get lost for a while, never forget. Perhaps you're wondering, but do I still want this? The answer lies in your heart. The angels don't ask you to accept anything, nor to relive what hurt you. What they ask is that you be at peace, that you be open to the truth. That, at least, you listen, because the pain that this person feels today is also part of your healing. It's the reflection of something that was lived with intensity. And you, more than anyone, deserve to hear the truth clearly. Dear soul, this person misses you in a way she can't explain, and this feeling is pushing her towards a new phase. The angels show that there's a great chance of reunion. Not to repeat the past, but to resignify, to put a period with respect, or who knows, a semicolon with sincerity, trust. True love never goes unnoticed by the angels. They see everything, and right now they are orchestrating the details of this approach. It may seem like nothing is happening, but behind the spiritual scenes, everything is moving. Everything is preparing for you to finally understand what this person feels, and why it took so long to say. And if this message touched you, dear soul, remember to breathe deeply and say out loud now, I receive the love that belongs to me. I allow myself to hear the truth with peace. This simple act puts you in a higher vibration, in tune with the angels. Dear soul, the angels remain by your side as you delve deeper into this message that has already touched so many layers of your heart. And they show me that you are ready to hear what few would have the courage to accept. What I am about to reveal now may change everything, because it speaks of the turning point. The moment when that person, the one you loved so unconditionally, begins to truly understand what you meant and is about to act. This person, who spent so much time not knowing how to value you, now walks through their own memories as if they were walking through an old house full of closed doors. And in each door she opens, she finds you, your laughter, your care, your silences, the simple moments but full of truth. And each of these memories makes her want to go back, rebuild, relearn. She feels something she hasn't felt in a long time, purposeful longing. And the purpose is to find you, not just in the physical space, but at the exact point where your hearts got lost. For a long time, this person thought she had control over everything. She controlled feelings, situations, reactions. But what she feels for you broke that idea, because true love cannot be tamed. It grows on its own, even in silence, even in distance. And that's what scares her. The fact that you still live within her, even after everything. Do you know, what's the most beautiful in all this? It's that your absence taught more than any presence, because you left her life not with screams, but with dignity. And the angels show me that it was this that made this person wake up, realize that love is not a dispute, nor ego, nor manipulation. Love is a presence that leaves longing. And the longing she feels for you hurts in a way she no longer knows how to hide. Before continuing the message, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, take advantage and subscribe. This helps us continue creating meaningful content for you. Continuing the message. The angels are now revealing something special. This person is preparing to speak. Yes, she will seek you out. She may start subtly with an innocent message, a comment on something of yours, a shy gesture. But behind this, there is a much deeper spiritual movement. This person has been touched by forces she doesn't even understand. She is being pushed to reveal to you what she feels, even if she is afraid of your reaction. She imagines you going on with your life, smiling, loving other things, other people. And this provokes in her a silent jealousy mixed with admiration, because she recognizes, even if belatedly, that you have a light that does not go out. And it is this light that she wants to approach again, not just to relive what was, but to perhaps live what was never truly lived. Now listen carefully. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 7. Write in the comments. I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 7 and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love so much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thank you so much and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. Dear soul, perhaps you are wondering, and if this person comes, what do I do? The answer is simple. Listen with your heart, but decide with wisdom. Because now you are no longer the one who waited for crumbs of attention. Now you know your worth. Now you understand that love needs to be reciprocal, respectful, and present. It's not about accepting someone back out of neediness. It's about hearing the truth, allowing reconciliation with the past, and deciding if this new version of this person is aligned with the new version of yourself. The angels don't want you to repeat mistakes. They want you to close cycles consciously. And if there is a new beginning, let it be from truth and not illusion. This person will open up. They will tell you things you've always wanted to hear, words that may come late but still hold value, because they are words born from a real place, where pain turned into regret and pride into longing. They will speak of how much they missed you, how hard they tried to move on but couldn't, how they realized no one was you, no one had your energy, your presence, your touch. And when this happens, angels will be there with you. They will blow courage into your chest, clarity into your thoughts, and love into your eyes. Because you won't be alone. You never were. This conversation that is about to happen, and it will be the most important point of this connection. It will be where pain can turn into healing, where distance can turn into learning, and where, above all, you can free yourself. Whether to start anew with this person, or finally move on in peace, knowing everything has been said. Dear soul, your energy has changed. Your vibration has risen, and that's why this person is coming back, because you now radiate something that attracts everything aligned with your evolution. The love that is coming will no longer be the same, because now it will be based on your truth, your essence, your light. Remember, you don't have to accept everything, but you deserve to hear everything. You don't have to return to what hurt you, but you can make space for what heals you. True love is that which sees you, listens to you, respects you. And you are ready for that. The angels ask, be open. Not with naivety, but with presence. Be attentive to signs. Be available to receive, but also to choose. Because now, dear soul, you are the one who decides. And everything that is coming because you allowed your light to shine again. Dear soul, now that you've understood how much this person feels your absence, the time has come for the deepest part of this revelation, the point where forgiveness enters. The angels clearly show that there is something that needs to be released, let go, removed from your chest with care. Because love may have survived the silence and distance, but there are still accumulated hurts that keep you tied to what should have already been healed. This person hurt you. Even if they didn't say anything directly offensive, they hurt you with actions, with absences, with silences at moments when you most needed support, presence, reciprocity. Maybe they turned their back when you extended your hand. Maybe they ignored clear signs that you were emotionally wearing down just to keep that relationship alive. And this, dear soul, left marks. There's no denying it. You've already tried to forget. You've already told yourself that it wasn't worth thinking about anymore, that it was time to move forward. But your heart, at times, disobeyed you. And in those emotional comings and goings, the weight grew. Small stones in the chest that accumulated, until, at some point, you realized that you were carrying all of this alone. Now the angels are here to free you, and this liberation begins with a simple yet powerful practice. They ask that you write in the comments a list of people, including yourself, that you would like to forgive. Visualize each one of them, send love, and say out loud, I forgive you and release you. May peace be with you. Feel the lightness and freedom that forgiveness brings. Repeat this practice every day to strengthen your inner peace and release anxiety. Forgiveness does not mean forgetting, nor does it mean accepting back someone who hasn't changed yet. To forgive is to remove the poison from the soul. It's to free yourself from what hurts, to make space for what heals. And this person who is about to get closer to you needs, more than anything, your truth, but they also need your peace. The angels show me that this person is deeply regretful. They are aware of what they did or didn't do. Today, she looks back and wishes everything had been different. She wants to approach with more maturity, with more emotional responsibility, with an open heart. But she's afraid of what she'll find when she opens up, afraid of her reaction, and also afraid of looking into her eyes and seeing the pain she caused. That's why this energy of forgiveness is so necessary. Because when you release this person without needing to tell them directly, the spiritual field opens up, and everything begins to move more smoothly. Forgiving is not for others, it's for you. You may be thinking, but she left me in pieces. She left me waiting for something that never came. And you're right, but you survived. And now, more than ever, you're being prepared to receive something much bigger. Whether it's with this person or with someone else who will come at the right time. Dear soul, think now for a moment. Have you forgiven yourself? Have you forgiven yourself for loving too much, for having been silent when you should have spoken, for having stayed when you should have left? Have you looked at the woman you were at that time with compassion instead of judgment? The angels ask you to do this now. Close your eyes for a moment and say to yourself, I forgive myself. I did the best I could with what I knew at the time, and today I choose to free myself. This choice changes everything. As you open yourself to forgiveness, this person feels the change, even without seeing you, even without hearing you. There is an invisible connection between you, and when one side heals, the other feels it. That's why the angels are acting so directly now, because your healing is what will activate the next move in this story, and this move will be decisive. The angels show that this person is preparing to open up to you. They will tell things they never had the courage to say. They will admit mistakes they used to deny. They will strip themselves of pride because they can no longer maintain the armor. But it's up to you to decide what to do with that. And here is the most beautiful secret that the angels have given me now. You don't have to decide alone. When that moment comes, you will be surrounded by signs, words that arrive at the right time, revealing dreams, intuitions so strong they will seem like whispers in your ear, because the angels will be with you, and they will guide you step by step, so that you don't doubt your inner wisdom. Dear soul, look with tenderness at everything you've lived. See how much you've grown, how much you've learned, how much you've strengthened, and realize the pain you felt also healed someone on the other side. That absence made someone who seemed so unprepared grow up. And now, when everything is ready, that person will come, and they will bring the truth, but you won't be the same. You will be someone whole, and with a clean, light, free heart. This person feels something for you that goes beyond romantic love. It's admiration, it's respect, it's gratitude. And even though it took a long time to realize, now they know you were the greatest gift that life placed on their path. And if there is a chance, they won't waste it. But if there isn't, you will still have won the most precious of treasures, your peace. Dear soul, the angels continue to reveal with clarity the next step of this deep connection. What began with a painful silence and turned into longing and regret is now taking shape as an imminent reunion. And they ask you to prepare, because what is coming has the power to touch places inside you that have been asleep for a long time. Imagine for a moment you walking through a quiet place. It could be a square, a cafe, or even the sidewalk. In front of your house, you go on with your life lightly, but still with loose ends in your heart, and suddenly that person appears, without warning, without announcement. The gaze is different, the gestures are calmer, there is hesitation, as if they don't know if they will be well received, and then they say, "I need to tell you something I kept for too long." This is what the angels are showing, a sincere, revealing, transformative conversation. This person is preparing to meet you, but not with the haste of before, with the consciousness of someone who learned from absence, with the pain of someone who recognized the value of what was lost, and with the courage of someone who understood there's no more time for silence. In the spiritual backstage, everything is already being orchestrated. Coincidences will start happening, unexpected encounters, messages out of time, recurring dreams, because the field between you is activating, and the angels are working for this re-encounter to happen at the exact moment when your heart is stronger and more open to what needs to be heard. But be aware, this re-encounter won't come to take you off balance, but to give you back what is rightfully yours. The truth. You've spent too much time trying to understand what happened. Now it's time to listen in peace to the explanation that was left pending. And more than that, to be valued as you should have been from the start. During the separation, this person learned to look at you with different eyes, realized that you weren't too demanding nor too sensitive. You were loving too much, generous too much, present too much, and all this was misinterpreted by someone who still didn't know how to recognize the value of someone who truly loves. But now, this person understands, and the angels reveal something more. This re-encounter will bring a surprise, because along with the words will come a gesture. It might be a handwritten letter, a symbolic gift, a dedicated song, something that says, even without words, "I've been thinking of you all this time." And this gesture isn't to confuse you. It's to show that there was change, that there was process, that there was pain, and that the feeling remains. You will feel it in the energy, in the tone of voice, in the way he looks at you, and in that moment, time will stop. For a few instants, it will be just you and him. Two souls who carried similar wounds and who now meet not to relive the past, but to rediscover what still exists between you. But that's not all. There's something even deeper happening. The re-encounter won't be only with this person, it will be with yourself, because by looking into his eyes and hearing everything that's kept, you will realize how much you've strengthened, how much you no longer depend on his approval to know who you are, how much you love yourself more today than ever before. And this strength, this new energy that you carry, is exactly what will balance this conversation. You will be there, present, open, but not vulnerable as before. You won't beg for anything. You will only listen, feel, and decide wisely. The angels show that during this conversation, strong emotions will arise. There might be tears, trembling hands, silence filled with feeling, but above all, there will be truth. And the truth heals. The truth frees. The truth closes cycles or creates new ones, depending on the maturity of those involved. Therefore, the angels ask me to tell you, trust. Trust that when this moment comes, you will know what to do, because they will be there, by your side, whispering advice, clearing your mind, protecting your heart. This person will say they felt your absence every day. They will confess they tried to move on but couldn't. They will admit that the love for you never ceased to exist. And they will ask, perhaps with fear, perhaps with hope, do you still feel something for me? And in that moment, dear soul, you will have in your hands the key to the destiny of this relationship, not because the power is in you, but because the decision is. You can choose to start over if you feel that the heart still beats with love, or you can choose to thank, to say goodbye kindly, and to move on free. Both are right choices, as long as they are made consciously. But the most important of all is you will be respected, because now this person understands that love isn't a game. Love is surrender. Love is choice. Love is action. And he is willing to prove it to you. Dear soul, be ready, not with fear, but with courage, not with mistrust, but with discernment. Because what's coming may be the closure of a cycle or the rebirth of a story. But one thing you can be sure of, this reunion will leave you speechless, not for what will be said, but for what will be felt. And you will be ready. Dear soul, we have reached a profound point in the message that the angels have for you. So far, you have walked the paths of silence, absence, regret, reunion. But now the angels ask that you understand why all this happened. Why does this person return? Why did the feeling never cease? Why did time pass, and yet something still vibrates? Between you, the answer, my dear, is simple: healing. This reunion has a much greater purpose than simply resuming a story. It was designed in the spiritual plane to heal what was wounded inside you, and also inside this person. Because, as much as you have suffered, she also carried pains that she never managed to explain. And the angels show that both souls were connected not to repeat patterns, but to free themselves from them. This person returns now with another energy. He is no longer someone lost, confused, indifferent. He is someone who recognized what he lost, who now sees you with the depth that you always deserved. And even though there are still fears, there is also a genuine desire to make amends, to do things differently, to at least smooth out the rough edges that remain. You have also changed. The angels say that your heart, even hurt, still carries love, but not a love that nullifies or begs. A love that respects itself, that recognizes itself, that knows exactly what it wants. This is your strength. And it is with this strength that you will look into this person's eyes and say, without saying, I am whole. Now, dear soul, let's create a chain of light and transformation together. Share this video with two loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. He is listening, and this connection only strengthens when you declare your faith. At this moment, the angels show a beautiful image. You and this person sitting face to face in silence. Few words are spoken, but the looks say everything. And for the first time, there is no demand. There is understanding. There is a sincere apology that doesn't need to be theatrical, just true. And there is a silent recognition of everything that was lived. This conversation will bring peace. It will bring closure, or perhaps a new beginning, but above all, it will bring clarity, because both will be looking in the same direction, even if the decisions to follow are different. And that is the miracle of healing, when it's no longer about keeping someone close, but about blessing what was, respecting what is, and allowing what will be. The angels show me that, after this conversation, something in you will change. A lightness will arise. A feeling of, now I understand, now I can move forward in peace, and that will be liberating. You may not notice it at the time, but days later, you will notice that you are sleeping better, breathing more easily, smiling more naturally. Do you know why? Because your heart, finally, will be heard. This person carries real feelings for you. She never stopped carrying them. But now, in addition to feeling, she understands. And this combination, feeling plus consciousness, is powerful, because it can generate reconciliation, but it can also generate conscious goodbyes. What matters is that everything will be based on truth, and you, with your light, will decide what you want to live from now on. Perhaps, yes, you will decide to try again, but now in a new way, without repetitions, with more mature dialogues, with healthier boundaries, with more presence and less fear. Or perhaps you will decide that the love lived has already fulfilled its role. Now it's time to follow different paths, but with a peaceful heart. No matter what choice you make, angels will be with you. Dear soul, the angels ask me to remind you, you don't need to know right now what decision to make. You only need to be present, feel with your heart, listen with your soul, and decide with the wisdom that time and pain have taught you. You are an incredible woman, strong, intuitive, sensitive, and ready to live a new time. Not because someone is coming back, but because you are coming back to yourself. And that is the greatest return of all. This person will feel it in you. They will notice that now you have roots, security, choices, and this will awaken in them the best they have to offer. Now close your eyes for a few seconds and breathe deeply. Feel the presence of the angels. Feel that you are safe, that you are ready, that what is coming is not punishment but a blessing, and that you are worthy of living a light, sincere, present love. The angels say, she is ready, and now everything can happen. Dear soul, the angels ask me to tell you now about what comes after, because yes, there is an after. There is a moment when everything that has been lived until now turns into something new, and that is what we are about to dive into. Now that you have already looked into the eyes of truth, already felt the reunion, already understood the purpose of everything you lived with this person, comes the time of choice, and with it, the consequences of your decision. Perhaps you will choose to continue with this person, starting something that had pauses, wounds, breakups, but also had feeling. If that is your choice, the angels tell you you're not wrong, because when two souls decide to grow together, everything can be healed. But what the angels make clear is, the decision must come from truth and not from neediness, because starting over is only worth it if there is awareness. If you decide to try again, this new love will be different. It will be more mature, more present, more careful. Because now both of you know what was lost, and the pain of separation has left lessons that neither of you is willing to repeat. This person now looks at you as someone who finally understands who you are, and you now look at them with eyes that have learned to love yourself first, and love when it comes after self-love, is always lighter. But it may be that, faced with the conversation, you realize that you no longer want to go back, that what you felt no longer beats with the same intensity, that you only want to thank, forgive, and move on. And if that is your choice, the angels say you are not wrong either, because there are relationships that come to teach, not to last. There are connections that fulfill their role and then dissolve with gratitude. The most important thing is to know how to close the door consciously, with respect, with peace. If you decide to go alone, the angels show me something very special. A new energy begins to form around you, as if, by releasing this old bond, you opened space for someone new, someone who is coming, a different presence, a love more compatible with your current version. And that's what you might not be able to see now, how much the future is preparing to surprise you. The angels show that, after this choice, whatever it may be, you enter a very strong emotional growth cycle. Your relationships change, your self-esteem blooms, your nights of sleep become lighter, and that constant feeling of waiting simply disappears, because you stop living in what if and start living in I am. There is a case that can inspire you. A woman named Teresa lived for years in silence, waiting for someone who had left. When that person returned, she realized that although the feeling still existed, she had changed too much. They talked, cried, hugged, but in the end, Teresa chose to go alone. 6 months later, she met a kind, sensitive man who respected her from the first glance. Today, she says, if I hadn't closed that consciously, I would never have made space for true love. Dear soul, this could be you. New love is in the field. It might be with the same person, transformed and willing. Or it might be with someone completely new. But what matters is, you are ready. Because now you know what you deserve. The energy you're emanating at this moment is so strong that it begins to attract everything that vibrates on the same frequency. Peace, respect, presence, tenderness. You begin to be seen with new eyes, not only by the person from the past, but by other people around you, because now your light is evident. And if that choice is to move forward alone, for a time or forever, the angels celebrate with you, because this decision is also of love, self-love, love for your story, love for your freedom. In this new cycle, the angels will be even more present. You will begin to notice signs everywhere, white feathers, repeated numbers, songs that speak to your soul. All this is a sign that the path is open, that you are no longer trapped in the past, that now is the time to receive, and not just to wait. And here is a gift from the angels. At this point in your journey, if this message touched you, share this video with 2 loved ones who need this message of hope and faith. Let's build a chain of love and mutual support together. Leave a comment with a prayer for your guardian angel. He is listening to you, he is guiding you, and he wants to know that you are ready to receive the blessings that are coming. Now take a deep breath, close your eyes for a moment and repeat softly, I am at peace with what I lived, and ready for what I deserve to live. This simple phrase has the power to seal everything, to open the windows of what is to come, to put you in total connection with the new, with lightness, with true love. Dear soul, the angels are happy that you have come this far. You are not the same as when you began reading this. Something in you has changed. Something has been freed. Something understood that waiting is no longer necessary. Now is a time to live, and what is coming will leave you speechless. Dear soul, we have arrived at one of the most sublime moments of the revelation that the angels have prepared for you. Here, heaven wants you to know what happens when a woman chooses herself. When she no longer waits to be chosen by someone outside, but begins to look at herself with love, with courage, with respect, because that is exactly what you have done until now. And now, the blessings begin to manifest. The angels are showing you a golden field around you. It is a new energy that begins to envelop all aspects of your life. It's as if by forgiving, understanding, deciding, and releasing, you had lit a light so strong that it is now calling what is yours by merit. And what is yours, my dear, cannot be stopped. It comes, it happens, it blooms. After all that you have lived, after saying goodbye to what hurt or starting over with more awareness, something in you has opened. And it is this opening that allows the universe to bring what has been waiting for you for a long time. You will begin to notice small changes in your daily life. An unexpected invitation. A compliment from someone you didn't expect. A good news. In the middle of an ordinary afternoon. This is not luck. It is the consequence of healing. When you choose to respect yourself, everything around you aligns. People change the way they look at you. Situations become lighter. Even problems seem easier to solve. And all this begins with an internal choice, to no longer live on crumbs, to know that you are whole, that you are complete. That true love begins with you. In this new time, the angels show that you will attract different people. If you choose to go alone, you will notice that the encounters in your life will change. More mature, sincere, open people will approach. You won't need to hide or explain yourself anymore. You'll feel free to be you, with all your intensity, your sweetness, your faith. And if you choose to start anew with this transformed person, you'll see a more genuine relationship blossom. Not one filled with doubts, silences, or games, but a meeting of more conscious, present souls, a love that speaks the same language, respects boundaries, doesn't force, but flows lightly and gracefully, because now you both know how much it costs to lose each other. The angels are saying, you are a magnet for blessings, and now that the field is clear, they will begin to arrive. One by one. You'll feel the desire to take better care of yourself. You may want to change your appearance, start a new activity, visit places you've been postponing. These desires are spiritual seeds. Plant them all. They will lead you to encounters that will change your story. In this new time, your dreams begin to align with reality. That peace that once seemed so distant now lives within you. And when you least expect it, a miracle will happen. It may be small, but it will be so certain that you'll know this is the angel's response. You've been through a lot. And it wasn't in vain. What seemed like pain was polishing. What seemed like loss was the opening of space. What seemed like the end was the beginning. And now you are ready to receive. Not just what comes, but what is yours. What has your name. What vibrates at your frequency. The angels show me that from here on, a new cycle begins, and it comes with spiritual promises. One of those promises is, everything that hurt you will be repaid with double the lightness. Everything that delayed, you will be replaced by acceleration. And everything that was taken from you will be returned with love in another form. But that's not all. Dear soul, there's something special the angels asked me to tell you now. The love that comes next, whoever it may be with, will be different from everything you've experienced so far. Because it will be a love that doesn't try to change you, a love that doesn't dim your light, a love that walks alongside, not in front, not behind, alongside. This love may come as a reunion, it may come as a surprise, but it will come, because now you are fertile ground, you are a dwelling of peace, you are ready. And to seal this new phase, the angels ask that you say out loud, I receive with gratitude everything heaven has prepared for me. I open myself to the miracles of love and blessings. My life is blossoming. This spiritual declaration is like a key. By pronouncing it, you release the blocks. You authorize the arrival of abundance. You enter the rhythm of heaven, and everything becomes lighter. Dear soul, prepare yourself. What comes now is the harvest. And the one who harvests is the one who had the courage to plant even while crying. The one who harvested is the one who remained silent, waiting for the right time to heal. The one who harvested is the one who truly loved and still chose to leave because they knew they deserved more. The one who harvested is the one who looked in the mirror and said, "I am enough." You, my dear, are harvesting now, and the fruit is sweet, and it will last, because it was watered with true tears and silent faith. Dear soul, now the angels approach you with reverence. They are around you at this moment, in silence, as if holding the hands of someone who finally understood the message. This is not just the end of a reading. It's the closure of an emotional cycle and the opening of a new, light, true time. What will be said here has been kept for this exact moment, because now you can hear. You've come this far carrying questions that for a long time no one could answer. Questions that hurt deep in your soul. Wasn't I enough? Did he love me? Does he still think of me? And the angels asked me to say, you were more than enough. You were true love in someone's life who didn't know what to do with so much feeling. And yes, that person loved you, still loves you. You think about yourself more than you admit. But the angels want you to know that now, these questions don't matter as much as you thought, because you have transformed. You left the place of waiting, the place of doubt, and entered your place of origin, the center of your own life. What this person feels for you will leave you speechless, not just because it's strong, but because it came late. And here is the big revelation. All of this happened not to hurt you, but to awaken you. The love you so desired from someone was the same love your soul needed to receive from itself, and now you finally chose yourself. Throughout this message, you relived memories, recognized wounds, cried inside, smiled outside, and felt that indescribable feeling of something healing, without you realizing it. And that, my dear, is a miracle. Angels don't need applause nor altars. They only need a willing heart. And your heart was willing. Maybe you don't have all the answers yet, but you have peace. And peace is the greatest answer of all. And if you still wonder if this person will truly come back, the angels say, they will. But now you won't wait anymore. You will live. And when they return, if it still makes sense, you will be ready. And if it doesn't, you will also be ready. Because now you know it's not about having someone, it's about having yourself completely. Dear soul, the angels ask something special of you in this moment. Write a release phrase in the comments. It can be simple, like, I choose peace, or I release the past with gratitude. This phrase will be like a letter sent to heaven, a seal of closure, a confirmation that your soul is free. And to seal everything with light, here is the final sign. The angels are sending you a special sign. Your lucky number for today is 4. Write in the comments, I receive the energy of the angels. My lucky number is 4, and I am blessed. I send love and protection to the person I like and love so much. If this message touched your heart, show your support with a thank you so much, and help spread this message of light to other people who need it. This number represents protection, emotional structure, and stability. It's like a hug from heaven saying, now everything is in the right place. The angels also ask that you repeat now, with firmness and faith, I release the past. I welcome my present, and I am ready to receive the love that truly chooses me. By saying this, you activate the new cycle, and this cycle brings sweeter paths, more genuine encounters, and a more present love, whether with whoever it may be. Everything you went through was not loss, it was shaping, it was building, it was the path to get here, stronger, wiser, more yourself. And now it's time to live. The angels celebrate with you. They are by your side smiling. You are light, you are love. You are the answer to your own weight. And to close, here is the angel's last request. If this message resonated with you and your situation, write in the comments, "I choose to be happy and live a love that honors me every day." Share your experiences in the comments. If you liked this video, like and subscribe to the channel for more inspiring content. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video. With all the love from heaven, this is your angel message. May it live in you, may it guide you, and may it remind you every day of how much you deserve.